Rather than lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel this evening. We're going to be discussing Alejandro Grimaldo linked with Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta is very keen on a very talented and versatile Benfica left back who can play as a left back, left midfielder, and also as a central midfielder, kind of Alessandro Martinez alternative. We'll talk about Yuri Tilemans. There, Ben Jacobs confirming that Arsenal are likely to sign Yuri Tilemans over Serge Milinkovic-Savic, and he has been told Yuri Tilemans is on top of the two deals. Pablo Dybala linked with Arsenal. Lisandro Martinez, again, Jacob Benz confirming there that Arsenal are confident they had advanced with the deal with Ajax and also with the player. By the time Manchester United came in, Arsenal had already advanced with the deal. They are very confident that the player is thinking about them and is not 100% sold onto a move to Manchester United, like Sky Sports are trivializing our presence in that one. Thank you. And of course, we'll also discuss Rafinha. SR Collins there confirming that in the next 24 hours, we're going to be seeing another twist in the Rafinha deal. It looks like all the information that Gerard Romero spoke about as a Barca reporter in the Barca perspective is not 100% true. Barcelona are struggling to agree a price with Leeds United. Chelsea are now back as the favorites, and Arsenal are the contenders. Now, it looks like Rafinha, we might have another interesting 48 hours before we finally know where the player will be playing his football from. All that and more is going to be discussed in this episode of the podcast. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the podcast. We are at 52,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Let's get this video to 800 likes because it is really action-packed. Absolutely action-packed. Now, a couple of people have told me, Cossy, you should add overlays, pictures of players, and I'm going to do that starting the next video. I've got that information from the comments. I understand. Now let's get into it. Let's start off with Yuri Tilemans. Jacob Benz has just given us another update onto the football terrace there, confirming that Arsenal have never changed their interest in signing Yuri Tilemans. He has always been on their list, but no official bid has ever been submitted. Yuri Tilemans is more likely to sign for Arsenal than Serge Milinkovic-Savic. No truth yet about any placed bids, but at the moment, Man United's interest has hiked up, and that could force an official offer from Arsenal very, very soon. So, all the Arsenal fans there in the world asking me about Yuri Tilemans, Cossy, are we giving up? Although a very reliable journalist from Belgium told us that he is not the priority, I think we do not need to follow that. Let's go with Romano, Davidson, and Jacob Benz, who have always reported Tilemans as the priority, and let's just follow those ones, lads. Let's just follow that information at the moment. Yuri Tilemans is more likely to join Arsenal than Serge Milinkovic-Savic, according to Jacob Benz. That is the information that he has. Interesting, very, very interesting. Now, moving on to the other complicated twists in the market. Let's start off with Lisandro Martinez. After hours, days of Sky Sports and all reporters, turning against Arsenal and trivializing our presence in the deal, Jacob Benz has come out and given us the true stand of where Arsenal stand in all this. This is what he said. Mikel Arteta is working directly with Edu on the Lisandro Martinez deal, and not only on that deal, he's working directly with Edu to in terms of selling Arsenal to our prospects. He's not only selling himself as the manager and the project that he's building at the club, but he's also selling Arsenal to the prospects as a whole club. And he said with the Lisandro Martinez deal, Mikel Arteta has 100% told Lisandro Martinez, convinced him about his project. And as just was reported 48 hours ago, the player is very open to the ideas of Mikel Arteta and would love to play under him and join the project. Now, Ben Jacobs has said the player is not 100% sold on a move to Manchester United, just like the likes of Kaveh Soliko and Damesh Sheth on Sky Sports had reported. The player has really not chosen and yet probably has not yet announced a decision between Manchester United and Arsenal. But at the moment, Arsenal are confident. According to Ben Jacobs, Arsenal are confident they will win the rest. Interesting one. Very, very interesting one. It's a video. It's a story I want to do a video about, talking about the abilities of Lisandro Martinez. I've already done my research, written down. I'm going to tell you why these two clubs, Ten Hag and Mikel Arteta, both are dying for the signature of Lisandro Martinez, given the fact that he's one of the most highly rated defenders, does not complete the puzzle. I'll give you much about that. But Ben Jacobs, Arsenal confident on the player. The player is not 100% sold on a move to Man United. And at the moment, Arsenal believe they have told enough. They have given enough information to the player to allow him make a wise decision, an informed decision between Man United and Arsenal Football Club. I'm gonna say there is a massive job done by Mikel Arteta when it comes to attracting players over the last 2-3 years, because we've not played in the UCL. That is for the last 5-6 years. We've not been in there, and it becomes very difficult to attract players like Partey, players like Gabriel Jesus. So Mikel is working tooth and nail to make sure that players join the project, to make sure that players join Arsenal Football Club, even when we are in a very, very terrible state. Now we have another twist in the Rafinha deal. Not a very, very big twist though. But Ben Jacobs says, SR Collins, not Ben Jacobs. I stand to correct myself, right? SR Collins has said in the next 48 hours, Leeds United, Rafinha, and all the clubs interested in him will know where he's going to be going. Now, the difference here, lads, is the saying in pecking order, Chelsea are now back on top, leading the rest. Arsenal are now in second. Arsenal are awaiting what is going to come out of the camp, the players' camp, and also what Leeds United will take as a final decision. Should Chelsea fail to agree personal terms with Rafinha as it stands now, then Arsenal will move in, talk to the player, and see if he's open to moving to Arsenal other than Barcelona and Chelsea. If we get the players green light, then we will make a bid. As I reported a couple of days ago, Arsenal will not make another bid for Rafinha if the player is not 100% sold on a move to Arsenal Football Club. Now, this is where it gets interesting. One, Gerard Romero, that Pratt, has been saying Barcelona are 100% now sure of signing Rafinha, but Leeds United set an ultimatum. Barcelona know that ultimatum is not in their favor. Although they have come out and denied any kind of rumors that the ultimatum will actually not affect them, the ultimatum affects them 100%. They need more time if they're going to get Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha through the door. They need more time to sell Frankie de Jong. They need more time to activate the Levers deal, and they need more time to offload some players off their wage bill. Leeds United are not granting them that time. They're telling them it's either you get this deal done or the player goes the other way. And that's why Arsenal are there waiting to see what is going to happen, what's going to come out of there. So Barca right now falling into third. Why Chelsea are falling into priority automatically, it is because they've already agreed a fee with Leeds United. They have the club's endorsement, and Leeds United will not agree to sell the player to any other club that does not meet the fee Chelsea have placed onto the table. Now, the difference here, lads, is that they have also failed to agree personal terms. As Barca failed to agree with Leeds, so have Chelsea failed to agree with Rafinha. Arsenal fall into third automatically here because we have no agreement whatsoever. The player is open to joining us. That is if Chelsea and Barca fail. So for us, we have not agreed a deal with Leeds United, and we have also agreed nothing with Rafinha. It is very, very interesting to see whether the player will be 100% obsessed with Barca to stay at Leeds United for another season and then join Barcelona next summer. All those are very, very huge possibilities. But at the moment, Barca struggling, Chelsea leading, Arsenal waiting. That is what is happening at the moment. Now, we are also talking about Alejandro Grimaldo, another player that Arsenal have identified as a Lisandro Martinez alternative. Now, when you look at Alejandro Grimaldo, is another player built just like Lisandro Martinez. I think the difference is in the is in the fact that Lisandro is aggressive. Lisandro is highly rated. But Alejandro Grimaldo, or Alex Grimaldo, plays for Benfica, is a left back, can play for you as a left midfielder, just like Alexander Zinchenko, and can also play for you as a central midfielder. Mikel Arteta loves the player and loves the idea of signing him, especially now that he's going to be available at a bargain, 6 to 7 million euros. That is what Benfica would be asking for. The difference here, lads, for me is I think Alex Grimaldo signing for Arsenal entirely depends on Lisandro Martinez and his decision. Benfica are very open to selling because his contract runs down in 2023. So they will be very open to selling. He's 26 years of age, a player in his prime. So you think if you brought him in, then you have a good backup to Kieran Tierney. But the difference is Lisandro Martinez can play. I'm like, am I giving information in the new video I'm going to make? Okay, let me just tell you a little. Lisandro Martinez can play as a central midfielder, as a left back, as a centre back, and also as a defensive midfielder. So he can play in as many positions as possible in that in that defensive part or defensive area of the game, and then can also just slightly enter into the central midfield. That is the difference. Alejandro Grimaldo will play less, in less positions across the field as compared to Lisandro Martinez. But Grimaldo is also an exciting player, and if we wanted to sign him in, don't refuse. I know many Arsenal fans would say, if it's not Lisandro, no one else. No, I think Lisandro Martinez is taking a lot of time, and we could just use a breather. Paulo Dybala finally. Like I said the other day, Paulo Dybala is interested in a move to the Premier League. Man United are in talks with the player, but Arsenal are also interested. We are one of the clubs interested, period. There is nothing more. I will do a video if Arsenal should sign Paulo Dybala and try to look at his success in his career, and also try to look at what he would bring to the side and where he would play. But at the moment, Arsenal just interested. That is all. Anything we didn't cover, nothing. Hit the like button, and I'll see you soon.